So this week we're reviewing the controversial rookie group Rania. And before we begin, let me just say that since first hearing Dr. Feelgood, I've actually become a pretty big fan. I mean, how can I not? They're all super pretty, amazing dancers, and don't even get me started about Jui's voice. That girl has some insane vocal abilities, and her ad-libs in the song and during live performances are amazing!
I actually found them kind of distracting and out of place.
Don't listen to her. She obviously has no taste in music. As I was saying, initially, I wasn't too into the whole sensual dominatrix-esque concept.
That must be why Run Devil Run is your favorite song of all time. But yeah, I generally like more funky, colorful concepts for girl groups, like Sistar or FX, so this initially really turned me off. Plus, usually I assume that a sexy concept is used to cover for a girl group's lack of talent, but these girls can actually sing, so I'm kind of disappointed that they downplayed their talents in favor of sex appeal. An American producer would do that.
But the song is super catchy. Unfortunately, the lyrics, not something I can really sing or jam out to in public. Especially since I tend to dance along with choreography when doing so. See what I mean? And imagine me doing that in public. Or better yet, don't.
Now generally I don't even bother with lyrics for Korean songs, but this one is just ridiculous. Vocabulary list. Dr. Feelgood is an American slang term for heroin, or a doctor or other person who freely prescribes pleasurable drugs. True, non-English speakers, and even most English speakers, wouldn't get this reference, but if you Google it, you end up with some pretty shady stuff. Mostly 70s drug rock. Also, some of these girls are way underage, which brings up all kinds of issues with this concept.
Wow, we actually agree for once. High five. Jellyfish! Anyways. Can somebody tell me why there's so much pelvic thrusting? They don't even have anything to thrust. But that biological aspect aside, I really do think it's a well choreographed dance. The one non-Raja move that really stood out to me was the leg flail dance, as I shall call it.
You mean the move that makes them look like derpy horses? Because that also caught my eye, in a way.
As a whole, I'm pretty impressed with the music video. There are a lot of strong points in it, but again, a lot of awkward ones as well. I mean seriously, just take a look at that opening shot. Gluteus maximus to the max.
I actually really liked the zombie-like beginning. It reminds me of 2 PM in the good old days.
Anyways, my main beef with the music video is that it gets extremely unclear at times. Funny thing is, I usually hate it when DPs use static shots for close-ups, but the handheld close-ups in this music video are just a bit too much. Also, I do like how they would occasionally rack the focus. That did create a nice effect. But the focus, plus the shaky camera, plus the sensual dancing, plus all the black in the mise-en-scène equals all I see is hair.
I would also prefer to see them actually singing, which it doesn't look like they're doing much of at all.
Speaking of not singing, does anyone else find it weird that during some of their live performances they have that whole opening sequence where all the other girls lip sync to Jui's ad-libs? What the heck is that?
You know what I find weird? The fact that in most of their performances, over 50% of the song is lip-synced. But maybe that's just me.
I'm sorry, did you say something, Emma? I must have missed it. So, Rania is actually planning on debuting in the US soon. But here's the thing. Yes, their image is slutty when compared to other Korean artists, but compared to American artists, they're actually rather mild. So basically, they're simultaneously too slutty and not slutty enough. Not that I think they should get sluttier, of course.
That and the fact that their concept is exactly the same as the only successful girl group in America right now, Pussycat Dolls, doesn't really help. But no need to worry, Maverick. Did you not hear? Teddy Riley will be producing their album.
I'm glad you brought that up, because who the heck is Teddy Riley? I mean, I know now, but that's after I Wikipedia'd him and stuff. Seriously? It seems like all the online K-pop news sources had to mention his name every time they mentioned Rania's, as if it was supposed to make us more inclined to pay attention to them or something. I personally think that Rania stands out on their own without having to use this ajashi as a marketing crutch.
You're right. Their slut concept makes them stand out enough. So that's it for our review of Dr. Feelgood. We hope you enjoyed our review, and we recommend this song only if you are over whatever the legal age is in your country.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to tune in next time.